On August 2nd, 95 athletes from across our great nation will embark upon the city of Winnipeg with the goal of winning the Jenny Kyle Cup National Lacrosse Championship. Watch all of the action live on Red River Streams, bringing the game to you. The action starts now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. The game we have here is Team British Columbia, the defending champions, against Team Saskatchewan. And we're looking forward to a great matchup where Team Saskatchewan is seeking out their first victory of the tournament, where they're looking to really establish themselves and get on the board early. That might be a tall task, but British Columbia, on the other hand, is a team that has been a force in both of their games. They won both their games quite handily. And Noah, what are you expecting from the game today?
Well, I think, you got the elements outside here. It's quite windy. It might muck up some of the passing. You might see a couple more turnovers than you did yesterday when the conditions, although hot, they were mild. There was no wind, nothing interfering with the ball. So you may see some turnovers, you may see some sloppy play, but I think both of these teams, they'll adjust quickly to the wind, and by the end of the match, they will be firing on all cylinders.
Well, I'll tell you, in the game we just watched between Manitoba and Team Ontario, we definitely saw the wind did play a factor on some of those longer passes. Some of them weren't as tight, and it seemed like the team was having a little bit of a hard time lining up their stick to be able to catch that pass cleanly. There was a little bit of a dropping issue that ended up affecting quite a few of the opportunities.
Really?
I see that Team British Columbia has now taken the field. Team Saskatchewan is coming on quickly here. And the referees are making their way towards midfield, getting ready to start out.
It should be an exciting matchup. Saskatchewan 0-2 yesterday, BC 2-0. They're at different sides of the peak. So they're definitely hoping to reverse course of your Team Saskatchewan. And if you're Team BC, you want to keep the freight train rolling.
Absolutely. One thing to note for everybody at home, you may notice that our camera shakes a little bit. This is because right now in Winnipeg, we are facing some very, very heavy winds. And so we're doing our best to try and have a clean... Wow, that was a quick start for Team British Columbia. Before I even started the clock, they managed to get their first goal.
Yeah, as James mentioned there, we're experiencing up to 40-kilometer gusts here in Winnipeg today. So it definitely can affect the play. It's going to affect our camera, so bear with us. It may be a little shaky. We're hoping for the wind to die down later this afternoon, but who knows? Winnipeg in the summertime, it's pretty unpredictable, the weather here.
Absolutely. One of the things that we also may notice is some wind noise coming from our microphones that are set up near the field. So if there is a bunch of wind noise, please forgive us for that. Unfortunately, we do not control the weather. Team British Columbia back in command again after that face-off. Sends it deep. It looks like it's going to be Team Saskatchewan ball. Once she gets to the dots, she'll be ready to go. And the game is on. British Columbia with a huge amount of pressure here. Going deep in that corner, really forcing the Team Saskatchewan player to have to retreat. The whistle blows, and again, Team Saskatchewan ball. Team Saskatchewan now with the ball on the dot, and away they go. And she runs to the outside, finding a little bit of real estate. Team British Columbia quickly, though, closes that gap. Now it's going to be British Columbia ball, as the ball went out of bounds there. And up across the stripe they go, into the offensive zone. Oh, Saskatchewan tried to intercept that pass, but couldn't quite get there. Down into the corner behind the net. British Columbia cycling the ball around, coming around the front of the net. Turns, shoots. Great save by Team Saskatchewan goaltender. to the top of the fan. Cycling around, running through. Shoot, scores! Noah, are you able to make out who scored that one? Was it number 8?
It's tough to see from back here.
I think it was Marty from team. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong team. We got number 8. No, couldn't have been number 8. Could not make out who that one was.
My bad.
We're looking at the wrong team roster here. That's part of our problem, guys. We've got things under control most days, but, you know, we just messed up our roster sheets here. Getting that put back in order. Here's another face-off. It's 2-0 for British Columbia.
And a quick start here for British Columbia. (2-0), 4 minutes into this match. Saskatchewan into the attack here, cycling it around the fan. Quickly stolen away by BC. Outlet pass there to Lily Gronberg. Feeds it inside.
Beautiful feed. Great save by the goaltender. Saskatchewan goaltender Morgan Campbell has been under fire in their first 2 games yesterday.
Do you know, James, actually, according to our roster sheet, Morgan Campbell is a native of Manitoba and not Saskatchewan, but it may turn out she may live pretty close to the Saskatchewan border.
I'm going to guess that's exactly what happens. You know, there's some of those western Manitoba towns that are right on the border of the Saskatchewan border. Oh, we missed a goal there. Doing some paperwork and all of a sudden a goal happened. British Columbia up 3-0. Very quick start for Team British Columbia. I would not say that this is unexpected. Team British Columbia comes in as the favorite. However, we'd love to see Team Saskatchewan, after their long hiatus of not being in this tournament, really starting to be able to show some pressure and be able to build some momentum. Team British Columbia in again. Oh, shoots the shot wide and out the back, and it's going to be Team Saskatchewan ball. Team Saskatchewan. One of the things that I notice is that more so than any other team, British Columbia puts on a lot of pressure when the teams get the ball in their own defensive end. Right away, British Columbia is pouncing on them, and it's never easy for them to exit their own zone. British Columbia back up with the ball again. Number 1. Reese. Over to number 14. Cadence. Nope, Brooklyn. In deep behind the net. Coming in front. Wraps around and in. That's number 16, Ryan Patterson with the goal. Absolutely gorgeous. She took it from behind the net, just outran the Saskatchewan defender to get to the front of the net and gave no chance to the goaltender.
Ryan, very, very comfortable behind the net there. You've seen it in their games yesterday, seeing the passing lanes, but also sometimes turning around, getting the attack, as we saw just there. It's tough to defend. As soon as she gets that step on that defender, it's a tough save for the goalie to make.
Absolutely. You come out in front and you're alone one-on-one with that goalie, it becomes really challenging to be able to put that ball, or stop that ball from going into your net. British Columbia winning another face-off. Number 14, Brooklyn. Sverdrup. In tight down there. Back to number 1. Oh, cannot connect. Saskatchewan picks it up in their own zone. Trying to get out. Oh, but a little hack job by number 16. Ryan again gets the ball loose and over to her other teammate. Over to number 18. Looks like actually probably 19. In deep to 44. Going behind the net to Brooklyn. Brooklyn passes it out. Driving to the net here. Shoots and just one-handed. Just puts it up and over and into the back of the net. That was Brooklyn right there. Ryan Patterson delivered one heck of a pass from behind the net, and Brooklyn made no mistakes as she got through. She just extended that right arm up and just one arm tossed it into the back of the net above the goalie.
So far in this matchup, James, it's been quite the avalanche going BC's way. Saskatchewan's going to have to change up the tempo, change up some strategy, try to retain possession a little bit more. Because right now, BC is having their way in the offensive zone, because quite frankly, there hasn't been anything in the defensive zone on BC's end just yet.
The closest that Saskatchewan has gotten to their zone has been about the edge of the face-off circle. The entire first quarter so far has been in the Saskatchewan end of the field. Here they go again. Number 10, down low to number 44. Over to Ryan behind the net. Ryan looking for an opening. Nothing there, nobody open. Look at them cutting through the zone. So nice, really nice goal there. That was number 32. Talia Martinez.
Great feed by Ryan there from behind the net again. Once again, that's her home.
Yeah,
she loves to be back there.
Yeah, she sets up in the back of the net, and they cycled at least 3 or 4 players through that crease, and we're really looking for that person that found the opening. And in that case, the final person coming through was Talia Martinez, and she made no mistakes at all. She popped that right in the back of the net.
And as BC stretches the lead to 6, quick timeout here from Team Saskatchewan with 5:28 left in the first quarter. So maybe the coach there for Team Saskatchewan, Paige Mason, maybe trying to get our troops back together, get them organized, get them ready, change the momentum of this game.
Yeah, Noah, what do you think that the Team Saskatchewan team could do differently here? As far as how can they slow down this onslaught that's coming from the Team British Columbia and really start to try and get the ball out of the zone and into the attacking zone?
Well, so far, this has been a Team BC show, but it's also been a Ryan Patterson show. She's been phenomenal behind the net. I think Team Saskatchewan really needs to mitigate her attack and her ability to develop for her teammates. She's been a great facilitator already in this match. I believe she has 3 assists and her own goal. So if Team Saskatchewan wants to slow down BC, they really, really need to make sure the ball doesn't get in Ryan Patterson's hands, because she's been elite from behind the net as a facilitator and as a creator of her own shot.
I agree. Yeah, it's so far she has been a difference maker in this game, and we'll see what happens as we move forward. I'm curious to see how much the Team British Columbia continues to push on and really pressure as we get deeper into this game. If they start to build up a lead, are they going to continue to put the pedal to the metal, or are they going to let up a little bit and really try and get to the point where they're just saving some energy for future games? Team British Columbia again with the ball, starting to drive in across the line, cycling it around. Well, it looks like they're going to set it up back again behind the net. Oh, they come out the other side. Looking for crossers going through, nothing there, so they cycle it around, all the way around. Coming up from the back of the net, no, nothing there. Ball's loose on the ground. Can she get to it? Yeah, it looks like she will. Up to the top. That's number 32, Talia Martinez again. Bringing it around. Can she get all the way around?
Ooh.
Oh, she tries the nifty little behind the head shot, but that was shut down quickly by number 40, Morgan Campbell.
Pretty nifty move by Alora there.
Oh, big scramble for the ball. She takes it and pulls back outside of the fan. And here we go. We're driving into the corner here. Goes back behind the net again. You'll see it's a little different when Ryan is not on the field. Oh, nice passing there. When Ryan's not on the field, they are not constantly going behind the net and setting up their offense from there. They still want to make that a part of the offense where they start to streak through, but it's not as effective as when Ryan is out on the field.
And there's another goal from Vanessa Foshin out of Nanaimo. Again, cutting into those lanes, receiving those passes in the slot, firing it away. We got a 7-0 game here with 3:13 left. Our time guy is snoozing.
I'm just going to do this the old-fashioned way. And shortly we'll be at 2 minutes and 50 seconds. There we go. We are caught up. And there's the face-off. Team Saskatchewan now gets it into the BC zone.
I don't know if you guys can hear it at home, but the Team Saskatchewan faithful cheering on as they are in the attacking zone.
Tries to break through. Number 24. Goes to the back corner. Goes behind the net. Feeds it up. Oh, the quick shot. Scores! Team Saskatchewan is on the board. The Saskatchewan faithful are going crazy here in Winnipeg right now. Excellent, excellent goal by the Team Saskatchewan. That one just dribbled past the goaltender. Goalie got a good piece of it, but it managed to squeak through and just get across that line. That has to put some really good energy into this Team Saskatchewan. I don't know if you can hear at home, but the Saskatchewan fans are still going crazy out there. And we're back at the face-off circle.
Hopefully that'll carry some momentum throughout the rest of this quarter here. There's about a minute left. See if Team Saskatchewan could put another one on the board, cut the deficit to 5. It would be really good for the momentum going into the second quarter. Official blows that dead. Possession Saskatchewan.
And here we go. Saskatchewan again going to get a chance to be able to get this into the offensive zone. It is going to be only their second time today getting the ball into that zone. So let's see if they can capitalize again as they cycle it around. Works it to the corner. Back behind the net to number 2, Amy Brown. They keep cycling through, but that defense by British Columbia seems really stout.
Saskatchewan's clogging the lanes. They're making it difficult for themselves. You got 3 cutters at the same time, cutting to the same spot. No matter what sport you're playing, you got to have the chemistry there, and they're lacking a bit of it here in this first quarter. They're clogging the middle, but it looks like they'll have a chance here behind the fan.
And away she goes, number 2, Amy Brown. And there's the shot. No goal. Great save by the goaltender. Bit of a scramble going on. The goalie's not in the net. The ball is now safely secured by the goalie. And away she goes. Team British Columbia is just racing down the field right now. Team Saskatchewan corrals that one though. Cycles behind their own net, but number 2 is being chased by number 2. And that is the end of the first quarter. No, it is not. It is 2 minutes. Yes, it is the end of the first quarter. We have a 2-minute break here.
Wow.
Wow, that wind out there is something fierce.
Those are the 50-kilometer gusts there, James.
Yeah, we may need to find another solution. Those of you at home, if you're able to just let us know in the chat, do we have the, are you able to hear the field noise, or is the wind too strong for you? You'd like us to take that off? We're going to keep that wind noise down for a few minutes here while we have timeout. Give you a little bit of a space and a little bit of a breather. For now, let's take a look at our game sponsors who are making it possible for us to be able to have this live stream for you. We are back live. As we come out of this timeout, it is 7-1 for British Columbia. Saskatchewan just got their first successful goal of the game. We've switched sides, and now let's see if Saskatchewan can get control here and start to push forward again. They carried a little bit of momentum as they had that the end of the first quarter. British Columbia winning the face-off. Number 19 driving forward over to number 14. And she scores. Great passing there. Brooklyn was set up by Margaret, and she drove through that lane and just fired it home.
That's a quick attack there out of the second quarter. Only 10 seconds in. BC scores another one here. Puts them up to 8.
And we're back at the face-off circle here. Let's see what happens here. And the referee did not like the way that face-off went, so they're going to redo it. And here we are. British Columbia wins that face-off. Number 14, Brooklyn, back up. Over to number 19, Margaret. Up to number 10, Vanessa. I've lost sight of the ball.
Laura has
behind the net. Laura with the ball behind the net. Goes in front. Quick shot and goal. Really nice connection and really quick release. Number 14, Brooklyn Sverdrup, really had a quick release on that one.
See, that's the difference in the BC and Saskatchewan attacking game plan there. The cuts from Team BC are quick. They're precise. They're on time. We're only seeing one cutter, but it's repetitive. Cut, cut, cut. Whereas opposed to Team Saskatchewan, the communication's a little off. So those cuts aren't there, so the passing lanes aren't there, and it allows the defenders to put more pressure on the ball carrier when she's looking for those passing lanes.
It's true. When we saw Saskatchewan with the ball down at the British Columbia end, they had 3 people cut at the exact same time. Versus British Columbia, when they had the ball, they were very timed in their attack, where they had 3 people go, but it was one, then the next one, then the next one, which creates that space in that lane to be able to get that pass through. Team British Columbia back into the Saskatchewan zone. Ryan Patterson again with the ball over to Alora. Breaks in front of the net. Shoots and scores. Another quick goal by Team British Columbia.
Surely the officials are getting in their steps.
And the official blows that one dead. It's going to be British Columbia ball here. Michaela Patterson now with the ball. I wonder if she's a sister or cousin to Ryan Patterson. Into Ryan. Behind the net to Alora. And she was going to try and wrap it around again, it looked like, but she pulled up. Oh, look at Ryan cut to that net. The pass just offline. Back to number 4. Oh, we got a whistle on the play. And we're going to take this ball out at the fan here. If Alora could have seen Ryan Patterson cutting through the zone there, that would have been a great opportunity. Unfortunately, she passed it out to the player a little deeper.
And the Saskatchewan defender just lost Ryan there. Had no idea where she had gone.
Oh, nice shot there. I believe that was number 32, Talia Martinez again. She's had a great start to this game as well.
Out of Maple Ridge.
Out of Maple Ridge, British Columbia. Extending the lead to 11-1 here in the second quarter. 10 minutes and 20 seconds left. Give or take.
So you can see the flags down below getting demolished by our wind out here at the Ralph Centegio Soccer Complex.
Sure, we'll say that's what it is, but it's not.
What is it?
The second name on that, Ralph. Josh, do you remember what it's called? Ralph Cantafio Soccer Complex here in Winnipeg. Josh is our expert on the names, so he keeps us in line. I could use some help from him on pronouncing some of these players' names, though, I'll tell you that much. Team British Columbia with the steal. Oh, a spin by number 3. Emma Ulander. Up to Ryan. Ryan Patterson with the ball. Looking, surveying, seeing what she's got in front of her. And then goes behind the net to number 44, Maddie McLeod. Maddie cycles in front. Finds the open player streaking. Shoots and scores. She found Vanessa Fochin. And Vanessa made no mistake on that one. She just took the ball with her left-handed swing and put that down into the bottom left corner of the net. Great effort. Really nice pass. Maddie McLeod with an excellent pass to get that out to Vanessa. Back to the face-off circle. Saskatchewan seems to be moving a little slowly now. They've got to find a way to build up that momentum, get some energy back. Otherwise, this game could get really out of hand really quickly here. What Saskatchewan really needs here is they need that crowd to get energized. They were so energetic as soon as they scored that goal, and then Saskatchewan fired back with more pressure right after. They really could use that uplifting spirit that comes from that crowd there. Back behind the net again. Maddie McLeod has the ball. Starts to come in front. Circles around. There's some sort of a line violation or something. Not 100% sure what rule was broken there, but now the goalie has the ball. Our goalie is Morgan Campbell. And that's going to be Team British Columbia ball. Ryan Patterson with the ball. Out to number 4, Bronte Clark. Over to number 8, Michaela Patterson. Yeah, then over to 32, then back over to, can't see, Vanessa Fauchen. Back to Talia Martinez. Talia working her way around, trying to find an opening. And there she goes inside. Oh, what a pass! That was unbelievable, really. The vision by Vanessa Fauchen to find Ryan Patterson standing on the doorstep. She was all alone. There was nothing anybody could do. Once Ryan got that ball, it was already a goal. That was really all Vanessa Fauchen that found that open seam, got through the line, and then just gave a gift over to Ryan Patterson. Excellent effort by Team British Columbia there. With 6:20 left in the second quarter, we're looking at a 13-1 lead for Team British Columbia. Saskatchewan corralled this face-off, but no, it sneaks away. Now it's number 19, Margaret Galloway. Over to number 1, Reese Falk. In deep to the corner. The whistle on the play. Looks like they're going to be back on the dot. Team British Columbia ball. Hard to tell here if that's Bronte Clark or whether that is Maddie McLeod in the back there. That's Maddie McLeod with the ball. She goes back behind the net to number 12, Cadence Saronin. In front, oh, the defense almost netted one. Cadence back with the ball, up to number 1, Reese. Back to number 14, Brooklyn. Brooklyn makes a move, cuts through. Here comes a shot, scores! Brooklyn Spurgeon. And the onslaught continues.
You know, James, that was almost too easy for Brooklyn. The Saskatchewan defender almost just got blown in the dust. Don't know if she got faked out with a move. Thought the pass was coming, but Brooklyn just eased right by her defender there. Gave a wide open slot, wide open chance, great shot opportunity. It's what we call high danger chances, and Team BC is not a team to let any high danger chances go to waste.
It's true, and in that case what it was she took one step to the left. The defender moved that way to try and cut her off, and then she pivoted right away and went right, and she just beat her on the inside. And Team British Columbia wins this face-off. It's Reese bringing the ball up again. And back behind the net to Cadence. Cadence swings it around to Maddie. Maddie sends it up top. Back to Brooklyn. Over to Reese. Back behind the net again. Keaton Saronin. Back up to Reese. Nope. To Maddie McLeod. Maddie McLeod now with the ball. Reese has the ball up at the top of the fan. These girls are keeping right in line with a post that's in front of me, making it hard for me. But Ryan has the ball. She steps outside the fan, puts it around, up to Reese. Reese making all sorts of moves. Over to number 14. Great save by the Saskatchewan goaltender. Brooklyn had a great opportunity there, and the goaltender just stepped up and just Did a great job. Morgan Campbell. Back inside, British Columbia. And she pots that one. Number 19, Margaret Galloway.
We got a 15-1 BC lead here. About 2:40 left in the half. Team Saskatchewan looks deflated.
Okay, as we start to get ready here, as we start to get ready for this next face-off, I got a bit of a challenge for those of you watching at home. We'd love to hear where you are watching from. So if you're watching, go into the chat and just make a note. Say, excited to be cheering on this person from Team X. So if you're in Saskatchewan, if you're in British Columbia, or just cheering for one of these teams, or even if you're watching just to see how these games are going, just let us know where you're from. We'd love to hear about it. Team British Columbia continues to put the pressure on. Looks like a bag of chips is flying across the field. Team British Columbia. I would say that if they tracked possession numbers in this game, Noah, what would you guess the possession is going to have been?
97% Team BC. It's been heavily dominated. It's been in their racket. It's been their game, right? They've controlled the tempo. They've controlled the pace. They've controlled the opportunities. So
they've controlled the strategy. Everything that they've tried to do has what's been happening. Even when they lose the handle, like just happened there. What I've noticed is that they seem to be the quicker one to realize which direction that ball is going. It could very well be just due to, great pass. And Martinez does not make a mistake on that one.
That was nifty.
Yeah, they just went over the top and found the streaking player. You can tell that Team British Columbia has a ton of experience. These kids have definitely played a lot of games together.
Team British Columbia there, the athletes had a little bit of a huddle directed by Michaela Patterson in front of the Team Saskatchewan net.
I can tell you that we've got Gary watching from Carlisle, Saskatchewan. Gary is coming from Carlisle, and Carlisle is home of White Bear Lake Golf Course. Real good times out at White Bear Lake Golf Course.
Last time we were out at White Bear Lake Golf Course, James, I saw you chip one right over the green on 18 to lose the match. So
you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Last time I was there, I think I chipped everyone over the green. And Team BC continues to just cycle the ball around here. And that ends our first half with a score of 15-1. Sorry, 16-1. I missed the last goal. I didn't update it on that one. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I'll tell you, British Columbia has to be pleased with the way that half went. Saskatchewan came into this game. I'm sure they knew this was going to be a tough challenge for them. They did not walk into this game saying, we're playing the defending champs. This is going to be easy. But now they need to find a way to really settle in and find a way to, again, start to build some momentum. This may not be a game that they're going to come back and win, but what they can do is try and give themselves some momentum as they head into their later game today. Noah, who are they playing later today? Do you know?
We're trying to pull that up here. I believe they're playing Team Alberta?
No, they played Alberta and they played Manitoba yesterday.
So then that leaves Team Ontario.
That would leave Team Ontario as the last team they're going to play today.
You know, this is shaping up to be the potential playoff matchup here.
I lied. They're playing Team Alberta later today.
Thank you.
It was Ontario that they played yesterday. And today they're playing Team Alberta. Alberta played against Team Manitoba and Team British Columbia yesterday. We're going to take a little break here and head into halftime, our halftime here.
The other one's for.
And we're back. The ladies are taking the field again. Time to give a little shout out to our friend Adrian Gronberg, watching number 9, Lily Gronberg, for Team BC from Abbotsford, British Columbia. Now, I would love to be able to call out that Adrian is watching Lily score goals, but she's a defender, so she has not been super busy today. But she has been really, really on a successful team effort here. And we go in deep there to number 44, Maddie McLeod, in behind to Ryan Patterson. Ryan tries to get to the front of the net. No, but she passes it. Oh, and the shot misses the net. The shot from Caden Saronen was a great feed by Ryan Patterson. And our cameraman is showing Lily Gronberg for Adrian. Just a little quick peek there. For those of you who want to share with us where you're watching from, we'd love to hear it. We know that people from all across Canada and even some people from overseas are watching this matchup. Oh, she breaks through, tries to find that hole in the seam, or seam in the defense. Number 44, Maddie McLeod with the ball. Over to number 4, Bronte Clark. Back to Ryan Patterson. Back to Caden Saronen. Back over to Maddie McLeod. Maddie finds her open. And there's the shot, scores! Nice feed from Maddie over to number 12, Caden Saronen. And she shoots the low shot and finds the 5-hole and gets it right to the back of the net.
That's Caden's second goal of the game. Very effective offense here. We have now only a minute and 50 seconds into the second half. Equaled the total goals in our first matchup of the day between Team Manitoba and Team Ontario. Very different feel to this matchup. Last matchup was much more defensive gameplay. This one has been very offensive from Team BC.
And here we are. We're ready for the face-off here. Oh, that wind is really picking up again. We have to get our cameraman to zoom out again. That's just too tight there. He's trying to give you guys that incredible view. He's trying again. Here he goes. He's just doing it to spite me now, I think. All right.
Official does
The
not
official
like the
does
draw.
not like the way that ball came out, and Team Saskatchewan is awarded the ball. And away they go. Up to number 2. Amy Brown over to... Oh, the shot goes wide. The shot by number 13. I'm going to guess that's Ellen Carlisle. The Team British Columbia goalie with the ball now. Number 0, Kayla Stewart. Over to number 9, Lily Gronberg. There you are, Adrian. And up the wing to the midfielder, Claire Muro. Nice spin move by Claire. Oh, but she can't hold on to the ball. Away goes Team Saskatchewan. Oh, but she can't hold up. Oh, that's going to be British Columbia ball. And away they go. Up to number 2, Alora Wardenberg. Into Ryan Patterson. Up front, wide open, shoots. Oh, great save. Got enough of that it bounced, and it bounced over the net. Reese Falk just could not put that one away. Reese back with the ball again. Up top to number 14, Brooklyn Sverdrup.
Top goal scorer in today's game right there.
And back. Oh, number 6 with the shot, and she scores! Ashley Clank with the goal. That's her first goal of the game.
real nice assist there by Brooklyn. Only adding to her point total. I believe she is up to 6 now in this matchup. She may start to top up on the Red River Streams top 5 in points. You can check it out at Red River Streams Instagram. We'll be keeping track of all the matchups, the games, the statistics, anything cool that's happening this weekend. That'll surely bring up her point total as the lead has grown to 18-1 as we approach the 10-minute mark of the third. And here we are at the face-off circle once again.
We got a clean face-off here. British Columbia comes away with it. Number 6, Ashley Clank with the ball. Up to number 2, Alora Wardenberg. Back behind to Ryan Patterson. Looking for a streaker coming through the middle. And there's the pass. There it is. Oh, a fake, and then she gets it to drop right in. Reese Falke.
Another great cut by Team BC there. Really putting on a clinic in terms of offensive pressure, in terms of getting to their spots. You know, they're rotating through. It's a very dominant effort now. We got 19-1.
Absolutely, we got 19-1. And one thing that I want to note there, did you see the way that she was able to do a little bit of a fake with her stick, and then the goalie moved, and then she took one more step and just popped it into the open net?
Well, they got some elite talent on that Team BC. It's on full display in today's matchup. Surely being enjoyed by the fans at home and the fans in person here.
That's a pretty great view. I wish that the camera hadn't been shaking, because that was a pretty great view that we just had of what goes on in that face-off circle. Pretty exciting stuff here. Reese Falke with the ball over to number 28, into number 32, Talia Martinez. Out to the corner, number 2. Alora back to Ryan Patterson behind the net. Back to Alora, sorry. Aaliyah now with the ball. Talia, sorry. Number 28 with the ball. Taryn over to number 12. Back to number 1, Reese. Back to number 12. What a great give and go. Number 12 pops that one, but that was really back and forth between Cadence and Reese. They just did some really great stick work there.
You can see, you saw it happening. As soon as they started to make that rotation around the fan, the Saskatchewan defenders kind of lost the man. They're playing man-to-man, but when you get nice and tight in those up close give and goes there, you got to really communicate with your teammate, and it really provided an opportunity for Team BC to get an easy goal there.
Yeah, it's really quite exceptional the way that Team British Columbia has been able to maneuver their way through this. And their timing on their cuts is what really is astonishing to me. Now we're ready for the face-off. Here it is. And again, Team British Columbia comes down with it. That's number 12, Cadence Saronin. Back behind the net. Maddie McLeod with the ball, trying to get to the front of the net. Circling around the fan, goes up top. Number 28, Taryn. Over to number 12, Cadence. Cadence down low. Oh, great cut, great pass. Just a little bit too late.
Talia surveying her options.
Oh, great find. Oh, just could not make the pass. Cadence with the ball. In deep. Another cutter. Talia shoots, scores. Talia Martinez with another goal. That's all. I don't think we can say it enough. This really all comes down to them cycling it around and running people through that zone.
Yeah, Team BC, they're dynamic offense. They're connected. They're intertwined. Their chemistry is extremely impressive. It's all thanks to the coaching staff. You know, they got a talented coaching staff led by Ashley Bull and assisted by Harley Steele and Lauren Black.
I believe that's Harlow, but Harlow Steele.
My mistake, Harlow. But it's irrelevant to the point here. It's TBC's offense is so dynamic, so quick. And for any team to take them on this weekend at this tournament and to dethrone them and stop them from going back to back, it's going to take a monumental effort.
I agree.
You agree with that, James?
I do agree with that. What I was thinking yesterday when I was watching the games, I thought as they went into their game with Team Ontario that they were going to be put to a really tough test and that it was going to be a very, very close game, and it really did not end up so. They really showed their dominance, and they led from start to finish in that game. They scored 9 goals before Ontario got on the board. In all honesty, this team is a powerhouse. As they look to defend their title, they are not so far finding any tough competition. Alberta put it up the best fight against them in their first game of the tournament. And number 5 tries to break in, Claire Muro. Oh, we got a whistle on the play. That shot just hit the post and made it just so that they could not pot one more goal. But now we're back at the penalty stripe. And we have Talia Martinez with the ball. Oh, great play by the defender. Number 8. Number 8 on Saskatchewan is Marty Burachayo. My apologies if I said that name incorrectly. Can't quite hold on to that one as she's getting the lumber laid to her arm. Marty has the ball again. Goes across field. Number 4. Callie. Oh. Number 10 on Team British Columbia, Vanessa Fochin, called for the slap of the stick on the stick. Talia Martinez with the ball. Lead pass up to number 12. Kaden Soronin. Into number 10, Vanessa Fochin. Around the back, Maddie McLeod. Maddie over to number 8, Michaela Patterson. Back to Talia. Back to Taryn. Over to... they're stretching me here. Over to Cadence. In tight. Taryn. Okay, who's got the ball there? Can't see. Is that Michaela Patterson in the back there? Yes, it is. Michaela Patterson behind the net. Up top to Talia Martinez. Oh, great feed. Number 44 with the shot, Maddie McLeod. Maddie McLeod had no problems there. It was a great feed by Talia Martinez. Noah, is there anybody else?
And I think part of the reason Team BC is so dominant, they got their parents with these beautiful, beautiful shirts plastered with the BC logo on them. You can see the parents, quite a few of them, out proud with their T-shirts here. So they ran away from the location. Maybe they're going to get a snack because their girls are up 22-1. A lot of these girls are university commits. Playing in D1 collegiates all over the United States and in Canada. So you can really attest to their skill here, and you can really see the ones that are on the younger age, because I did notice on the rosters there's some that are 16, as young as 16. They really use these opportunities to showcase their talents to recruiters, to college coaches, to earn their chance to play at the next level.
Oh, great tic-tac-toe passing by Team British Columbia. Came across the stripe there and fed it forward, which then it was quickly relayed to the person cutting in from the side, allowed them to be able to net that goal. Noel, were you able to catch who scored that goal?
I did not see that, James.
Yeah, it moved so fast. There was really nothing that we could do to try and keep up with that. But it was really something special. Here, we're almost ready for the face-off here. And they blow that one dead. And here we go, the referee's getting them all set. And another whistle on the play.
Cameraman is focused on the wrong thing, looking at the bag of chips flying across the field.
And they just keep cycling this ball around the back of the net there. Over to number 9.
With about 7 seconds, we'll see if they take a shot before the end of the third.
Number 9 trying to get in. Cannot get that shot off on time. Lily Gromberg from Abbotsford. Unable to get that shot quite on net there. We're heading to the final frame with the score 23-1. Let's take a quick look at our sponsors who help make this all possible. And we're back. The fourth referee is leaving the field now. As the emergency referee, in case one of our referees gets injured, or I think that's just it. As an emergency referee, maybe if they're dehydrated, maybe that counts. Yesterday we would have seen that a fair amount, where our referees were running a ton yesterday. It's not like the girls where they get the opportunity to sub off the field. That wind is wreaking havoc out there, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, getting set for this opening face-off here in the fourth period. Ashley Clank is all set for the face-off. And Team Saskatchewan looks like they could come up with it. They're fighting for that ball. That ball's bouncing. That's going to be Team Saskatchewan ball. She had the ball just corralled in her racket. And number 6, Ashley Clank, just happened to knock her racket just enough to get it away. Number 2, Alora Wardenberg. Can't keep control of the ball and it just slides out of bounds. That's going to be Team Saskatchewan ball. I take it back. That is Team British Columbia. Up to number 3, Emma Ulander. Breaking through. Oh, looking for the pass.
Great deflection.
But Team BC is able to regather it. Alora Wardenberg. Back to Emma Ulander. Looking for the pass, not there. She drives in. Shoots. Great save by the Saskatchewan goalie, Morgan Campbell. She's had a few of those today. As much as the score looks pretty one-sided, she has had a fair number of very solid saves. Taking her time. Not sure where she's going to go with the ball yet. Looking at her options. And goes deep with it. Oh, just bounces over the head of the Saskatchewan player. British Columbia defender scoops it up. Around the horn, over to Bronte Clark. We have to cut out the noise for a few seconds here, but we're back up with number 9 having the ball, Lily Gronberg, around to number 6, Ashley Klenk. Drives in deep. The volunteers here at this event have been incredible. They just delivered us a bunch of waters here in the booth, making sure that we're well refreshed. Appreciate that. And they're up at the top of the fan. Here's the pass. Oh, the whistle blows. It's got to come back to the top up here. And they're back up at the top of the fan. Oh, she passes it wide. Oh, goes behind the net. Back in front. Oh, wide open. The shot, just goes wide. The shot by Ashley Klenk. Excellent effort there. And the ball is over there. That's some good commentary right there. The ball's over there. It's somewhere. Ball's behind the net. Reese with the ball. Trying to get the ball over to Brooklyn.
Cutting action.
But instead goes back to number 6, Ashley Klenk. Ashley looking for a hole. Oh, look at that. Oh. And then the whistle goes. It's going to go back outside the fan again.
I lost the ball there.
Yeah, they made some real nifty moves. Our cameraman couldn't find the ball. Nobody could find the ball. And away they go. Reese with the ball at the top of the fan. Goes over to the left side. And Ashley Klenk pots another one. Great shot. Really nice pass by Reese Falke.
Score is now 24-1 with 10:33 left in this fourth quarter.
Noah, as we wind down here in the fourth quarter and we start to look ahead, can you tell us a little bit about what the playoff picture is looking like and what we can at least expect from the format of the tournament here?
Well, we got the top 3 seeds, as it's a 5-team tournament here. The top 3 seeds earn their way to the playoffs, and it's looking like it's going to be Team BC in the number 1 slot. Team Manitoba defeated Ontario this afternoon, so I believe that puts Ontario, or
it looks like Alberta's probably going to end up in the 2nd seed, would be my guess.
well, Alberta and Ontario still need to play this afternoon, correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
So as of right now, we got Team Manitoba with the 2-1 and Team Alberta with the 1-1. So we'll see how things shake out. But as of right now, we're looking at Saskatchewan and Ontario having to play in the play-in tomorrow morning for the 4th spot in the playoffs.
We'll see if that's how it pans out. But the way the seeds are looking right now, that is definitely a possibility. Alberta defeating Manitoba yesterday gives them a bit of an advantage as far as, another nice goal by number 10, Vanessa Fauchen. But as I was saying, Alberta defeating Manitoba yesterday puts them in a position where they could have that second seed locked down if they take care of business. But I will say this, that being that it's second versus third, it really doesn't matter whether you finish the round robin in second or third place, does it?
No, it does not.
No. So they're facing second place, third anyway, so it doesn't really matter. As long as you avoid that number 4 or 5 seed where you could get eliminated in that playoff game. And now we're back at the face-off circle here. Little scramble for the ball. Ryan Patterson picks it up for Team British Columbia. Up ahead to number 28. Around behind the net to number 12, Cadence Ronan. Cadence looking for that crosser. There it is. And there's another goal. Number 10, Vanessa Fauchen again. British Columbia continuing to tack on goals here. I'll say this, Noah. I'm not sure if you're aware, but Team Saskatchewan, this is their first time playing this tournament in approximately 2 decades. So they're not coming into this tournament thinking, man, we're such a favorite in this tournament. They're coming in thinking, we want to really go out and show what we're about. And it's being about more than just putting the ball in the net. They're going out there, they're working hard, they're showing that competitive spirit and not giving up in any of these games. They continue to push.
Well, and you take a look at some of their socials on Instagram, and they're out here, they're having fun. They're enjoying this time out here in Winnipeg. They're enjoying the event. Even though these matches aren't turning out the way that they are, they're soaking in the experience, and that's really what you like to see at the youth level in these type of matchups, is enjoying every single moment as you can, because these days they don't last forever, right? One day you may end up in a booth like us here, watching instead of playing, but you got to enjoy these moments, every single second of them.
And Team British Columbia is still down in the Team Saskatchewan zone.
What a nifty pass.
Yeah. And I'll say this, one of the things that I'm liking seeing in this game here, there's some pretty solid sportsmanship happening, where Team British Columbia is not necessarily, it's 26-1, but they're not driving up the score. They had 16 goals really quickly in this game. They've now started to really cycle the ball around. They're not getting away from their offense, but they're just not pressing, and they're not taking that first shot right away. They're now looking to really work on what they need to improve upon. They can't give up, and they don't want to stop trying, but they do need to find stuff that they can work on to continue to improve while still being respectful of the game. They're working the ball around really well. Number 28 with the ball now, Taryn Perez. Oh, she tried to intercept that one. Couldn't quite get there. And out of bounds. That's going to be Saskatchewan ball. Oh, number 12 from British Columbia, Cadence Ronan, able to knock down that pass as they were getting a free play. Noah, when you think back to your time playing sports, were you ever involved in any games like this that were significantly one-sided?
Well, yes. And I think being on both sides of it throughout all times, I'm sure many of these athletes have experienced both sides of the spectrum here. They've experienced being the up 26 to 1, and then being the team on the losing end of the 26 to 1 score. And I think the most important thing is you want to maintain that level of respect and that level of sportsmanship, right? It would be pretty easy for Saskatchewan to lay down and quit, but their players aren't quitting. They're still playing, they're still participating in every single moment of this game. And the same applies to BC, like you had mentioned, right? You want to keep that level of intensity up while being honorable and respectable here, not driving up the score, because they certainly could have, and it shows the level of class that these champions have.
Coach Bull really has done a really good job with them to ensure that they are maintaining that level of respect. I'm very impressed with this Saskatchewan team, though. Not for necessarily avoiding, getting these heavy blowouts, but they seem to be maintaining their composure, and they seem to be maintaining their ability to stay energized in this game. When you see girls running off and on the fields, they're doing it with bounce in their step. They're not moping, and they're not hanging their heads low. They're really continuing to push forward. Paige Mason is their head coach, and really has instilled in them the need to hold their head up high.
And Team British Columbia, their head coach, Ashley Bull, herself was a former lacrosse player. She holds many accolades. She was the 2014 MAAC Defensive Player of the Year, and she was a 3-time All-MAAC First Team Player. So it really showcases that her team is running off of her coaching, her abilities, her knowledge, and really pushing it on to her players.
Yeah, that's really important. The amount of leadership you get from those coaches. You can tell that this Team British Columbia team is extremely well coached. And they're inside again. Another save by the goaltender, Morgan Campbell. Another big save by Morgan. And the ball goes deep in the corner over there. Martinez with it behind the net. Up top. Reese with it. Over to Brooklyn. Brooklyn Sverja. Over to Reese. Reese Falke. Into number 3. Emma Ulander. Brooklyn has it up at the top of the fan. In tight. And here, no shot yet. Kicks it back out. Reese up top. Back to number 5, Claire. Over to number 3, Emma Ulander. And there we have it. We have the final whistle. The final score being 27-1 for Team British Columbia. We hope you all enjoyed this broadcast. As we push forward, our next game, Noah, is going to be who? Oh, we're not sure yet. We're going to figure that out right now. It looks to be Alberta and Ontario as the next game up.
Which will be a very pivotal matchup there. Very important to the playoff seeding. Be sure to subscribe to get notifications when we go live with this next matchup and for future British Columbia and Team Saskatchewan games.
Excellent. Thank you.